Now we will see class B subnetting. So first we'll recap. So what is class B? Class B is nothing but class B. We are using 16 bits for networking and 16 bits are for host. That is, this is 16 bits and this is 16 bits. What is the default mask? Default mask is this is 255. Networking means 255. This is also 255. This is a default mask. Now, if I want to create subnet, I have to take bits from here. 16 bits are here. I have to take MSB. Either you can take 1 bit, or you can take 2 bits, or you can take 3 bits for subnetting, or you can take 4 bits for subnetting, or you can take 5 bits for subnetting, or you can take 6 bits for subnetting, or you can take 7 bits for subnetting, or you can take 8 bits for subnetting. When I say 8 bit, you are covering one more this one digit or one more dotted decimal place. When you take 9 bits means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and dot, this place becomes 1. That means here mask becomes 255. When you take 9 bit, this mask becomes 255. So here you see, when I take 2 bits means here this becomes 192. In the class C we were here. In class B, when you take 2 bits, this one, 3 bits means this one, 4 bits means this one, 5 bits means this one, 6 bits, 7 bits, 8 bits, 9 bits. Here it becomes 255.128. It resembles the mask of class C. Fine. But what address you are using here? Class B. So that means 9 bits you are using for subnet. When you use 9 bit, how many networks possible? 510. How many host possible? 126. So these are the subnets possible. These are the host possible. So similarly, you can take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you can see this is the class B subnetting. This one. So in the exam purpose, they may ask what is the class B, write various subnet mask of class B. So here he has not mentioned, but you have to write, start from various mask 255 dot, sorry, I will write once again. So first one you have to write, when you use 1 bit, mask is 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot z sorry 255 dot 128. When you use 1 bit, 128. When you use 1 bit, how many host is possible? How many subnets are possible? 2. How many host is possible? Host is possible is you have to calculate. When you use 2 bits, how many subnets are possible? It is 4 actually. So this was the earlier case, because nowadays we start with 0 subnet and we also use the last subnet. So it is 4. So in the exam they will ask, so you have to write this column, this and this, these are the various masks. If possible you write prefix also. Prefix, this is /17, this is /18, this is this is /17, this is /18, this is /19, /20, like this you write, and number of subnet and number of host you calculate and write. This is not exactly correct, Number of host is correct, but number of subnet you have to add 2 here, because they detected 2 also. They detected 2 in the subnet also. Nowadays we will not detect 2 in the subnet. We will detect 2 from host only. Host you cannot say 0000. This is my host address. You can't say. But subnet, 0th subnet we are using, and the last subnet also I am using. That's why for this one you have to add a 2. So please remember, for this one you have to add a 2. So I will clear once again. For this one you have to add a 2. So we will now proceed to class B problem. So here you see class B problem, same as class C only, but the thing is like address is different. But you see here 258 225 slash we will take a different problem. 1 minute. If I directly jump to this one, you will not understand. So let me take first 17. Start with 17. Yeah, correct. Start with 17. Let me take first 17. So you see here, this is the network portion. Here this is the host. I am taking 1 bit. If you take 1 bit, then how many host subnets possible? 2. 2 raised to power 1, 2. How many host possible? This is the host. How many valid subnet? Valid subnet is 256 minus 128, but you have to write 128.0. Why? Why means you are in the third oct, not in the fourth this one position. You are in the third oct, I can say. So that's why what you have to do, you have to write it is 128.0. In the class C, it was just 128. Here it is in class B, it is 128.0, because you are in third oct here right now. So subnet is 0.0 and 128.0. 0.1 and here 128.0 means 127.255. This is 127.255. After that it becomes 128.0. Just like 99 paisa, it is 1 rupee. 1 rupee 0.0 paisa I can say. Before that 0.99 paisa, right? 99 paisa. Similarly here also 127.255, because IP address maximum this one is 255. After that it becomes this one 128.0. So 128.1. So this is our the solution for this problem. So next we will take in this category. In this category I will try to solve 2 problems. Rest of the things you have to solve. We will take this one 20. 20 means how many bits I am using here. 20 means how many bits I am using in this position. 20 means I am using 4 bits. Right. Default is 16 and extra 4. 16 plus 4 is 20. So what is the mask now? Mask is equal to 255, 240. This is the address given. Now if you use 4 bits, what is this one? Subnets 16 alwa. Then how many hosts possible? If I use 4 here, 16 already default, and how many hosts are how many bits are left for host here? Here it is 4. One more position 8. How many bits are left for totally? Totally left how many? 12. So 2 raised to 12 minus 2. In case of subnet, don't do minus 2. In case of host, minus 2. This one. What are the valid? Valid is equal to same last time 256 minus 240, that is 0. But while writing 0.0, 16.0, 32.0, 48.00. And now you see here 16.0 means 15.255, 15.254, something like this. The table proceed like this. And you may ask, sir, like whether we need to write the entire table. No. Suppose if I give you address 172 16 dot this one 16 dot 56 5, if I give slash 20, if I give this address, and if I ask you find out the subnet address, first host, last host and all, you have to see this one 56, where it is coming. 56 comes in this subnet somewhere here. So what is the subnet address? 48.0. What is the first host address? 48.1. What is the last host of that subnet? That and all you have tried, and you need not to proceed because you got the answer here only. That's why this is the way of writing the table. So suppose if we ask something like 125.6, then you need to proceed further. You need to write down till you get this IP address. So now we will proceed to the next problem. This is /20, like this /23, /24. In exam they may ask /24. You see, /24 is a default /24. Default is 24 bit. Default is 16. I'm sorry. Default is 16. This is 8 bit used for subnetting. So how many subnets are possible? 256 subnets are possible. How many hosts? 254 hosts. Then what is the valid subnet? Valid subnet is always deduct 256 minus 255. This one, 255. So you may ask one question. Here 2 raised to power 8 is equal to 256. Here how it becomes 255? How? Actually we count from 0 to 255. Then that is 256. 255. That is 256, right? So 255 minus 256 is 1. So while writing 1.0, 0.0, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, in that way it proceeds. You can see here, in that way it proceeds. You can see 0.0, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Very, very important problem from the exam point of view. 255 subnets are possible like this. So now next I will proceed to one problem. /26, or we will take /27. /27, very, very important. /27. How to solve this problem? We have seen in class C also this type of problem, but IP address is /27. So here you can see default is this much. So I am for subnetting, I am using this one. /27 means default is 16. So how many extra bits I am taking? 11 bits I am taking. 11 means 8 plus 8 is default in class B network. Plus I am taking 8 bits from this position and 3 bits from this position. That means I am using 11 bits. This is dot. 11 bits, and rest of the 5 bits I am using for host. Understood? So now you see 11 bits when you take, these many hosts are possible. Sorry, subnets are possible. These many hosts are possible. Now some changes are there. What is the valid subnet? 256 minus 224, 32.0. In this 32.0, so it works like this. Fractional 32. In that way you have to go. Start from 0 and fractional 32. 0.0, 0.32, 0.64, 0.96, 0.128, 0.160, 0.192, 0.224. Fractional 32. In that 0.1, 0.30, 0.31. So same, this repeats. Then this is 0. Like that you have to write 1.0, 1.32, 1.64, same table. Like this it repeats. Now if the given IP is something like 172.16, 13.5, and with this mask /27, if we ask something like this, then you need not to draw all this table. You draw first one. After that you write for this one, second one. Second one, how it works? First one is 00. Second one is 13.0. Next one is 13.32, 13.64, this table, and our given IP comes in this range. This is the subnet. Understood or not? So in this way it works. So you need not to draw all the table here. You have to first draw first table, default table, 0 table. Then you see what is the given IP. Given IP, you see the last 2 digit here because it's a class B. 13.5. Like this you write 13, 0.0, 13.0, 0.32, 13.32. So what is the IP here? 13.5. 13.5 comes where? Somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. So what is the first host subnet address? This one. What is the host address? What is the last address? What is the broadcast? Everything you have to decide. So class A problem will not solve. So now we'll try to solve this one. What is the maximum number of IP address that can be assigned to host on local subnet that uses this mask? What is the maximum IP address? What is the maximum IP address? What is the number of maximum IP address that can be assigned to host on local subnet that uses this mask? This mask means maximum IP. So it is class B or class C. See, you cannot, by seeing IP, you can tell it is a class B mask or class C mask, but it is a class, now here it looks like class C. Now, when it looks like class C, you have to minus 256 minus this one, 224. 224. What is that? You will get answer 32. 32 minus 2 is equal to, minus 2 is, this is the host. Understood? Maximum number of this one with this mask. So now next one is you have a network that needs 29 subnet with maximum number of host address available on each subnet. How many bits must you borrow from the host field to provide the correct subnet mask? You have the network that needs 29 subnet. If I take 1 bit, not possible. If I take 2 bits, 4, 3 bits, 8 subnet, 4 bits, if I take 16 subnet, 5 bit, I get 32. That means I have to borrow how many bits from the host position? 5 bits. So that is the one. Now next. What is the subnetwork address for a host IP? Subnetworking address. What is the subnetworking address? See now. We will try to solve this one problem. So here given class C address. This is a class C address. Class C address default mask is a 255, 255, 255 and class C. Tell me. 255 and this is a default. Now here this is 24. Default is 24. Here it is given 28. How many bits? 4 bits. 4 bits means what is the value? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is host, 6 is host, 7 is host, 8 is host. What is the value? Take here. This is 128. This is 64, 32 and 16. When you add this one, you will get it is 240. This is the mask. When you use 240, what is the address? How many host is possible? How many host is possible here? How many subnets are possible? 2 raised to power 4. How many subnets are possible? 16 subnets are possible. How many host is possible? 2 raised to power 4 minus 2. How many host is possible? 14 host is possible, right? So what is the valid subnet? Valid subnet is 256 minus 240. That is, you got 16. So you have to write the 16 multiplication starting with 0. So I can write starting with 0 here, then 16, then 32, then 48, then 64, then 90, something like this, 64, 90. I will stop here because I can guess, I can see here given address is 68. That comes under this subnet. Which subnet? 64. So 210.5.64. In that 68 IP is coming. So this is the answer. So a network address of 172.16.0.019 provides how many subnet and how many host? That you have to see. See here, how many host, and see this is class B. Class B 16 is default. What is given? 19. 3. 3 subnets. 3. 2 raised to power 3 means how many subnet? 8 subnets are possible. Then how many host? If 3 bits are gone, then 19, 20, then 30. So from 32 you subtract 19. How many bits are left over here? The leftover bits are 13 bits are left over, right? 13 bits are can be used for host. That means 2 raised to power 13, 2 raised to power 13 minus 2 host possible. How to find out this one? 2 raised to power 8 is 50 to 56, 9 is 512, 10 is 1k, 11 is 2k, 13 is 11 is 2k, 12 is sorry, I repeat once again, 256, 2 raised to power 8, 256, 2 raised to power 9, 9 means 512, 10 means 1k I can write, 11 means 2k, 12 means 4k, and 13 means 8k. So this is the answer. 8 subnet and this many hosts are possible. So you can see nearby answer and all, not correct answer. So which mask you should use to point WAN? Point to point WAN, you have to use this mask I explained in the last class. So my dear students, with this class B is over. So please go through it. In the exam, they give me some problem statement, something like a university has got 4 departments. Each department has a capability of the 30 host or 100 host or 120 host or 300 host. Design a suitable IP mechanism for 4 departments. That time, which IP you have to use? For example, he said like 300 host is possible. That time you have to use the class B address. Take class B address and 4 subnets. How many? 4 department means 4 subnets. How many bits are required? You just see. Based on that, calculate subnet mask. Based on that, derive the table and write down the subnets required for the 4 departments. So in the exam, they will give some problem statement and you have to solve that one. With this, I will conclude. Thank you.